Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. The Vikings are going to take the field here today, knowing that the emphasis in a challenge game like this is going to be getting off to a fast start. Because if you get out in front by 1 or 2 scores early at home, it'll be very difficult for your opponents to rally back. So let's go now to Minneapolis, Minnesota, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
This game has officially begun. Peterson's going to test the coverage this time. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. First down at the 20. Winston's running away from the pressure. And it's out of bounds, incomplete. As we check now, this offensive unit getting it done for over a decade. Certainly a future Hall of Famer is tight end Jason Witten.
I agree, Jim. I think he is a Hall of Fame tight end. And all you do when you see Jason Witten playing football, there's always somebody chasing him because he's figured out a way to get open and get it done.
2nd and 10. Winston's going to take off with it. Keeps churning ahead. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Well, he has such a good arm. That's all we talk about. We never talk about the fact that when he has to, you make him, you force him out of the pocket, he'll run with that football and get some yards.
He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
Defensive tackles, we always think of them as run stoppers. How about this that time? He does a great job, gets in there and sacks the quarterback.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. He'll take the snap from the gun. My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete. They face 3rd down after the incomplete pass. Winston's going to take it from the gun. Launching it deep, and they can't connect.
The Vikings really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
He's got a chance to return this one. Breaks free. He's taken down at the 42. And a run back of about 12. First down at the 42. Line to the left. And they bring him down at the 44-yard line. And the offense here in this one will be looking to put points on the board in bunches.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. The football sits at the 42-yard line. First down here after the completion. Looking across the middle, reaches out and grabs it. Gonna take it home for the touchdown. They take the lead here late in the first quarter with the touchdown.
Yeah, nothing like it. Before that first quarter was up, they found a way to get in the end zone and get that score to take the lead. And, hey, that's a good feeling.
Peterson's going to test the coverage here. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Vikings heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative, get the defense off guard, make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity. Really good job that time by the quarterback. Nice, get out of the pocket, find some extra time to throw it, but look at the receivers. Well, look at the defenders all over the receivers down the field. There was nowhere to throw it.
Lynch is in the backfield. The Vikings take it from the 23. Winston's going to scramble. And it's Ray Maualuga who makes the hit.
I don't think we realized how good of an athlete he was coming out of college. We never talked about his running ability. But since he's been in the pros, we see him run. He's pretty good at it.
Winston's alone in the backfield. The Vikings snap it at the 31. He'll throw it over the middle. And the catch is made by Antonio Gates. Playing press coverage to the outside. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Takes it from the gun. It's Gates with the reception. And Gates is tackled down at the 22. Heading to the line at the 22. Quarters formation here for the defense. Toss play here to Lynch. That's a gain of 6.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd and 4. They go screen with Lynch. Lynch is tackled down after a gain of 2.
I know you won't believe this, but sometimes completing a short pass like that does give a quarterback confidence, so it does serve a purpose.
3rd and 2. Lynch. Peterson that time on the tackle.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
The Vikings come to the line with a bunch set. Brown's the one who made the big stop.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
Stepping up, ready to go from the 7. Second and goal from the 7. And they deck the quarterback.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
Out of the shotgun formation. Intercepted.
Wonderful job by the defense that time. They stayed after it. And inside their own 20, they finally come up with the play. They get the interception, and they keep the other team from getting points on the board.
The Vikings lined up in the nickel. Winston's back in shotgun formation. He's got the catch. Jones is there to make the tackle.
Good job by the quarterback that time. He doesn't panic. He reads that it's a zone, and you have to wait for the receivers to get in between the defenders. Nice throw and catch. Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Whitner's going to make the tackle.
The old-fashioned way of picking up big yardage is running the fly route on the outside. Show the speed of the receiver and the strength of the quarterback's arm. What a nice completion.
Winston's now completed 4 in a row. Down the field. Great grab there. Snags it with one hand.
That is an impressive play, no doubt about it. And nowadays, from these receivers, we see one of these every single game. Hey, these guys are good.
Winston's 5 for 5 after that completion. Breaks the plane. Touchdown. Getting close to the half, and they're giving their opponents a lot to talk about in the locker room.
Yeah, they're putting some kind of whipping on them here early in the game. I'll just say this for the defensive side that's losing. It's been terrible. So go in there at halftime, change what you're doing, and get back in this game.
And this is Cribbs running it out. Fires the one who brings him to the ground. That return's good for about 21. The Vikings offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
And that pass is going out of bounds, incomplete. Second down following that incompletion. Winston's got it in the gun. Going deep. But it's incomplete.
Well, but it's third and long. I just say this, be very careful on the offensive side.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Throws the pass. Almost intercepted that time.
The Vikings put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on third and long, and they were ready for it.
Press coverage all the way. The Vikings get set at the line, needing to get to the 22 for a first. Winston's on the move. What a catch. The Saints defense has to be demoralized by that fourth down conversion allowed.
I think any time on the defensive side when you give up a fourth down conversion, it is heartbreaking, and it has to be heartbreaking for the defense right now.
Winston's taking off. Ray Malaluga in on that last tackle. And that will close out the first half from the Twin Cities. We'll step away for halftime and be back to Minneapolis in just a moment for the beginning of the third quarter. The second half is officially underway. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Saints on a quest for their third straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL, not the way they're making it look, and they're confident, they look like they're fast, they're fresh, they're rested. It's been fun to watch. Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
He makes the catch. Third down. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands.
That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That is a great feeling.
The Vikings with a nickel look here on defense.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
First down at the 34. Airing it out, and it's incomplete.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. They're setting up screen. Cayson's in on the tackle.
Jim, this time it's a halfback screen. Nice job by the quarterback. The halfback, good job after catching it, picked up some good yards.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. Gains 18.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
Winston's completion percentage, 80% on the day. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff out of the strong eye. And now they're in the hurry up. Toss to the outside. And he's in for the touchdown. And now that we're almost in the 4th and they've just increased their lead, could it be time to rest the starters, Phil?
Oh, no, Jim, not even close to that yet. We've got a long way to go. You've seen it many times in the NFL. Big leads have a way of just disappearing. So I'm not counting this one over by any means.
Peterson's going to start his return. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Vikings offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Got a big lane. Peterson that time on the tackle. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Almost intercepted. Failing to complete that one. So 2nd down here. Winston standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Heaving it down the field. Wayne's got it on a pass that had something taken off of it. The Vikings still on offense to start the 4th. Capped off the 3rd quarter with a huge play. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Final quarter underway now with this snap. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
Good job that time, Jim, by the defender. He hit that receiver so hard that football came flying out. That's why it's incomplete. The big hit by the defender.
2nd down and 10. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a 3rd and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
And Gates has got it on a pass that had some heat.
When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
And there's a drop.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, they can make a big play.
Quarters formation here for the defense. 2nd and goal from the 7. Winston's always out. And he's brought to the ground. What a lucky break this time. They fumble, but they recover it and maintain possession.
NFL teams, the offense, every single day they work with anybody that's going to handle the football. How to hold it, he didn't do a good job that time. That's why he fumbled.
And intercepted. They bring him to the turf. It's not getting any better for the offense here late in this game as now they get picked off.
The frustration and the bad play just continues. And, you know, it's so bad the coach can't even yell at the players. All you can do is pat them on the head and encourage them to keep trying.
Whitner's there to make the stop.